If you've never been wedding dress shopping before, this video's for you. I own a bridal shop, and these are the things I wish every bride would know before walking into her first appointment. You don't need to go in knowing exactly what dress you want. Photos are great, but they're not a shopping list. And also, don't expect to fall in love with what you're vibing with online. I see it all the time. And also give yourself room for your stylist to surprise you. A well versed stylist will be able to understand the vibe and feeling that you're going for and showcase that to you in a really unexpected way that may blow your socks off. Really, I try to focus on how you want to feel on your wedding day. A lot of times we get so caught up with the actual wedding dress and really trying to find something that checks all these boxes when overall the purpose of the wedding dress is finding something that makes you feel absolutely amazing in. So if you focus more so on the kind of bride that you want to be and how you actually want to feel on your wedding day, I promise you'll find it much more easily. Really be precise with who you want to bring with you to the appointment. Bring the people whose opinions truly matter to you. Bring the people that you would never want them to miss out if you say yes to your dress. And also bring the decision makers for you. A lot of times, brides will come in with just a couple friends just to kind of play around and see which styles they like. But you honestly never know when you're going to find the one. So I think ultimately it's really important to bring your VIPs with you to every single appointment you have scheduled. That also ties into my next point, which is you may find your dress at your first appointment. Don't get so caught up in social media and TikToks where you have brides that go to six, seven different stores and then ultimately find their dress. A lot of times, if you go to the right store to begin with, you may find it right there and you may feel like you don't need to shop anymore. And that is totally valid and okay. Do not let social media influence you otherwise. When you're going to be visiting special order shops, which means every gown will be made to order specifically to you in the appropriate size, that usually means the dresses you're trying on are going to be all over the place. So, unlike shopping for jeans at the mall, we're not going to focus so much about how a dress fits, more so how the overall vibe feels. A stylist will clip you into the gown and kind of show you an idea of what it would look like when it's the appropriate size. But I will say, most of the time, a lot of things are going to be way off. For example, cup sizes, the hips may bunch up a little bit when they clip it. So I don't want you to focus so much on the physicalness of the dress, if that makes sense, like the actual fit, because once it comes in your size and it's tailored to you, it will be magic. Okay, this is a really big one. Have a true realistic budget for your wedding dress before you book those appointments and before you start trying on dresses. Make sure you take into consideration not only the price of the dress, but understanding that you're going to spend a decent amount for alterations. Wedding dress alterations tend to be more expensive because you are hiring somebody that is higher qualified to work with the kind of intricacies, the fabrics, the lace, the beading of wedding dresses. So I would budget anywhere between 200 to $1,000 upward, depending on what needs to be done for alterations. And then you also need to consider a veil, shoes, jewelry, and any other accessories that you're thinking of for your wedding dress. Once you have a really good idea of what you feel comfortable paying for your dress, make sure that you relay that to your stylist so then they are pulling the right gowns for you, because there is absolutely nothing worse than falling in love with something that is then unfeasible. This is another one. Okay, let's say that you're in your appointment and you are trying on dresses and you ask your mom or your best friend take a bunch of iPhone pictures of you so then you can look back on. The issue with that is a lot of times these pictures aren't at the best angles. Boutiques may not have the best lighting, and you're also trying on dresses that aren't even your size. So, a lot of times, if we focus so much on how it looks in a picture, we may be missing out on the dress that actually makes us feel amazing while we're wearing it. So, biggest piece of advice is choose your wedding dress while you have it on so you can acknowledge how you feel. This last one is so big. Um, you may not cry. You may not have this crazy moment where the skies open up and the birds sing and all your people are clapping for you and it's this big movie moment. A lot of times it's just this quiet, confident acknowledgement of, yeah, I feel really good in it, and it just kind of clicks. And to be honest, that's what happened to me when I found my dress. I didn't have a big crying moment, and that is totally valid. Every bride has their own journey when it comes to finding their wedding dress, and everyone's reaction is going to be unique. So, the end goal with trying on wedding dresses, even before you step into that first shop, is understanding that it's not about how many dresses you put on, it's about putting on the right ones that truly translate how you want to feel on your wedding day. And sometimes it is okay to go with a completely open mind and let yourself be surprised. Trust the process. And when you find the one, trust yourself.